So I got a question from one of my viewers. He asked a couple other questions. I gave him some answers, like in the comment section, and then he put this comment down. Thanks a lot for the reply, brother. Appreciate it a lot. I have asked many, but you replied. I'm doing power building since 4 months and bodybuilding since 3. I'm in the shape that I was wishing and in extreme need of, but the mobility and flexibility is not as required. And as the knowledge comes now, I'm thinking for the long-term plan. So, will doing calisthenics reduce my build in muscles? This is very confusing for me, as without knowledge, if I opt for calisthenics and lose all what I've earned, it would be a great pleasure if you can give me a slight way to clear up my mind. Okay, I don't know how old this guy is, but he's actually in a situation that I am in, or that I realized I was in recently, okay? And the thing is this, when I was younger, I just wanted to get strong and big. Okay, I was in the Army. I just wanted to be in the best shape I could possibly be, and I lifted heavy weights, simple compound exercises, few sets, few reps. Just wanted to get stronger. Okay, and I actually stopped exercising for a really long time because one of the things is like my focus changed. It wasn't that important to get as big as possible, and I was really causing a lot of injuries. Like I thought my shoulder was screwed up. And then what I realized was actually that my spine was like getting out of place, and it was like causing a problem with my traps that made my shoulder actually hurt. But it was really my spine. My actual shoulder hurt. I had a problem with my sternum, which is like an inflammation where it was like popping, like I was opening up too wide and like popped. I thought like I was like dislocating my sternum. All kinds of weird things are happening. And I just wasn't in it. There were other things in my life that were more important. So I just kind of like stepped away. And now that I'm exercising again, I'm thinking to myself, I want to be big, I want to be strong to a point, but also I'm 42 years old. Okay, I don't want to end up being like one of those, wall Martians you see who have to ride around in a little cart even though they're in their 40s or 50s. They can't walk, they can't stand up straight because their muscles are imbalanced and because their joints are all screwed up, and I don't want to be like that, okay? So I'm in the same situation that this guy is, and what I do right now is I concentrate upon body weight exercises, okay? I concentrate upon agility, I concentrate upon anaerobic, okay, short bursts, but still I concentrate upon endurance. So before I do anything when I get to the gym, I stretch out a little bit, do handstands, freestanding. I do wall-supported handstands. I do bridging for my neck, for my back, planking, L-sit, stuff like that, where I first concentrate upon my agility, my ability to control my body, okay, work with my own body weight. And then after that, I'll do jump rope intervals, I'll do burpee intervals, squat tuck intervals, things like that build explosive strength, but they also build endurance, okay? But he doesn't want to be small, and neither do I. So what he's asking basically is if he goes from lifting weights to something more natural like calisthenics, where instead of standing still and moving an external weight, you actually move your body. His question is he going to lose all these gains that he worked so hard to achieve? Okay, he wants to be, agile. He wants to be healthy in the long term as he gets older, but he also doesn't want to be skinny like he was before. So what I just want to say basically is, don't worry about it. Okay, you are not going to get skinny from doing calisthenics if you do it the right way. Okay. And the way that I suggest you do it is whatever you are doing in terms of weight training right now, okay? Are you doing lots of reps? Are you doing lots of sets? You could do the same thing with calisthenics, okay? Like, let's say you go in there and you do a bunch of sets of 10 to 15 pull downs, okay? And, 10 to 15 reps of, of like bicep curls or whatever, okay? You can go ahead and with your own body weight, if you do proper form, go all the way into a dead hang at the bottom and come all the way up underneath your shoulder blades at top, or your collarbone at the top, you could probably, give yourself a good workout doing body weight calisthenics, just pull-ups, dips, and get the same workout for the same sets and reps and go to failure at the same point, okay, or approach failure at the same point as if you were doing, weight training. Let's say you're like I used to be. I would do like really heavy, like 5 reps per set, 3 reps per set. I would just do extremely, 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 extremely heavy weights. Well, guess what? You can do the same thing with calisthenics. You just add a weight to yourself, okay? Let me just say, like right now, doing, for instance, push-ups, if you go all the way down and all the way up under control and don't just knock them out like a little 5-year-old baby boy saying, I can do 100 push-ups a day because I'm so strong. No, you can't. Do them right. Okay, if you do them properly, it's not that easy. If you put your hands up on blocks, okay, or on push-up handles, so you can actually bring your chest down lower, you could, and then push yourself up. You're increasing the range of motion, leaning into the stretch. It's going to be even harder. If you do them on rings, it's going to be even harder because your rings, your arms are going to like slide out in every direction. So you have to concentrate, okay, your chest even more on holding your arms together when you come down. Plus, you can get your chest lower than the ring, so you get a good, full range of motion and a good stretch. And then if that's not enough, you could add a weighted vest, which is what I'm doing right now, okay? I'm doing push-ups and rows with a weighted vest. I'm doing ring dips with weight around my waist. I'm doing chin-ups and pull-ups with weight around my waist. And I'm, really killing myself doing like sets of 1 rep. 1 or 2 reps of chin-ups and pull-ups. 1 or 2 reps of, of ring dips, okay? So if you're doing now, let's say a 5x5 system where you warm up and then you do like 2 heavy sets of 5 reps of bench press, okay? You can do the exact same thing with dips. You're moving your body through space, okay? It's a more athletic movement, okay? It's going to allow you to become more agile, okay? It's going to increase your flexibility, your balance, everything. But you just go ahead and you find out how much weight you have to add to your body to do ring dips like that with weight, And that would be the same thing as doing a low rep, bench press workout. You're doing rows, okay? Heavy rows for your back. Or you're doing heavy pull downs for your back, go ahead and add weight to pull-ups, chin-ups. Get a weighted vest and add weight to to doing rows. Okay, so what I'm basically saying is what you're doing is 100% correct. Okay, move over to more body weight focused or calisthenics focused movements. Okay, and that will give you the longevity, the flexibility, the agility, the balance you're looking for. But you don't have to lose your gains because whatever set and rep scheme was working for you to do, whatever set and rep scheme was working for you with your weights, the same thing is going to work when you do calisthenics. Just add the weight, okay? Or make it less stable by doing rings, for instance, instead of bars.